So what's happening, babes, is not everybody is the same on the planet. And when I say that, it's like there are two different people, and one of them has a different religion than the other. They have a different God. Now, here's the truth about this, though. One of them is more righteous than the other. And it's certainly not the pathological narcissist. It's, if you want to look at it, it's the empath. The one who has a fake God is the one who lives in their mind. And they don't have connection with God there at all. No truth is available there, and then no reality really is there. Can't have reality. Mind cannot have being. Not a single thought can have being. The mind that's just not its nature. Being has being. Now is it. And the mind can't have that. So there's the other people that are the real religion. And they are living by the heart. Some people, they're just simply believing that you have to balance the mind and the heart out. No, there really isn't any such thing. The heart is the most intelligent thing. Your mind isn't even intelligence. It's just a memory bank. And it covers up, if you watch closely, it'll cover up your real ability to know something if you're too into it. A lot of people don't know this, and they go about life they're just shoving things into place. And you can do that, but there's a whole other realm and way to live. And that's by the resonance of the heart. And it makes me think of the feminine power, like men, women, women could look at the way men operate and just go, why couldn't you have been more smoother? Didn't you see that it could just fit like boom, and then instead they just get a jackhammer. It's like, nah, just fit it in. It's like, but it could have been done much easier. Who cares about easy? It's like life is not hard enough. I don't know. I'm in a really strange mood, babes. I've been dealing with, the narcissistic society that is just like, oh my God, how much, don't show them that you're in pain. Don't give them loosh or anything. I mean, if you're a real super sensitive, you're going to actually start shining a little more. You're going to be in more pain just under the surface, but something about you is just going to become more and more beautiful. That's all you could do, you know? Woe is me, being strung out. Being strung out by the narcissist who makes you wait. They're creeps. Um, you're completely disrespected. You're not dealing with somebody who really cares for you. If it's just on their time, and and no matter what happens, they're more important. Oh, it's just me. And I have a feeling that the elderly, they could use the excuse of that you respect your elders when really they don't really have a hint of true respect at all when it comes down to it. The cerebral narcissist is really in love with their power of their intellect. And they may know a lot of things. They are doing things that other people can't do, and that gives them power, attention and everything from people. And power, though, because after a while, I mean, let's talk about it. I mean, if it's a gift giver complex, within the communal narcissist realm, which that's going on, they are doing things for people and doing good for people. The do-gooders, they're the worst. The worst type of narcissists are the do-gooders and the fucking the gift givers, the communals. Dangerous people because they are undermining your needs. They're not really going to provide you with really a humanly portion. Like, I mean, really, come on. It's not really feasible to think that you're going to take care of somebody unless you're just all in. I'm a fucking Aries, and it's like you're either all in or forget it. I mean, I make food and I make food for two or forget it. I share my food whenever I cook. I make sure I try and give people a good portion. That's just how I was raised. And that you don't eat in front of people at your house. You don't just whip it up and just start eating. Hi. It's like, no. Human beings, common human etiquette where I come from is that you offer them some. If you really insist on eating, you say, would you like a portion? That's just common human etiquette. Narcissists don't know anything about that. Thanks for listening to this. I hope some of it was interesting. I've been, you know how painful it is. There's this Mars Neptune in the sky, and if you haven't noticed, men in particular, because of the, and I know that these last videos that I've been making, it's sounding like I'm biased and shit, and I'm not really. I'm not a biased person. I think there's something that both women and men are lacking, and that is just simple, pure awareness. There is something that they can both achieve that is way more impressive than what I am looking at the both of them. I've never really been interested, babes. It's just, you know, lately I've been looking at this math that comes up and it's like, wait a minute, this is the way God made it. And how do I tiptoe around the subject matter and not sound like I'm a total fucking feminist biased person when really? No, I've always been a tomboy. If anything, of course, we want to be a man because it seems like they're just carefree and having fun, right? Of course. And I'm not saying that I'm a woman and that's what I'm experiencing, not having being carefree and not having. Nope, I've mastered it all together, and it's like I'm evil because I take my life in my own hands and I say I'm enjoying it, and there's a lot to learn about sex and eating better, and let's just talk about it. Fuck no. Thanks for listening to this, babes. I didn't sleep well at all last night. I'm trying to do the. You guys, you know, you need. It's this is the time now because they're hard at work, pummeling whatever they're doing. There's just a faction that knows that we need to calm down. Of course, minimize. Just notice that you can do without a lot and feel so much better. And take care of yourself. Radical self-care. This is what needs to be going on. Doing hands-on, because the call is into the Taurus vibration. That's the vibration of the Uranus. The Uranus is in Taurus. And it's, even though Pluto is going to be moving into Aquarius and we have this Aquarius age, guess who is calling? What baffles Aquarius in the characterization of these zodiacal signs is Taurus, because Taurus is, you know what, back to Earth we go. Great technology and everything, but if it's not harmonizing with Mother Earth, where are you going to live and how are you going to live and what is going on and where is it all going? Well, it's weaponized first and then it's turned into livingry. But anyway, going back to the Earth, you have to just relax. You put your hands on each other. Taurus is Venus ruled. It says you love each other, you feed each other, you make love with each other. You know what I realized that sound? Like, well, how do I get some love in my life? Well, you make love with each other. Now, what do you know about that? Like, well, how? Make yourself feel good first, and then make sure you think about like, well, is this possible for somebody else? And then strive to do that for them. I don't know.